Wuthering Waves is a wonderful game, no doubt about it. However, it has a massive problem. A problem I've rarely seen any big creators talk about. From playing other gacha games, I've learned that it is very important to maximize your stamina use every day. What do I mean by this? Very early on, you unlock the ability to get Resonator and Weapon XP through the training option in the city. The thing is, if you do a couple of quests and raise your union level, you will get more rewards for the same amount of weight plates. So it makes sense for you to use your stamina later for a better yield of materials. This is pretty much standard in every gacha game I've played, and I am by no means an expert. Just saying the mechanic itself makes sense and it's common practice in the genre. Right now, I am union level 50, all my characters can be raised to level 80, however, I'm only leveling my main damage dealers, as there's no way I can do the same for my supports. On the matter of echoes, it's about the same, only my main damage dealers have raised echoes. The problem, materials for progression do not scale properly with the weight plate consumption and the amount needed to raise characters. So let's set the groundwork. To raise a character you need 1. To level them up to level cap. This will ensure you're always at the same level as the enemies in the world. Number 2. To level up a character you need ascension materials. These cost 60 weight plates per pop, and you need to do several of them to be able to ascend your characters. 3. Level up their skills. Here you need a lot, and I mean a lot of them. And these are locked by the ascension rank of your character. 4. Weapon level. The stats weapons give are so important that I would rather have a leveled weapon than level up skills. 5. To do all of this, you also need shell credits. While it may seem like you have plenty in the early game, things start getting very expensive later down the line. You will notice that you might need to spend some weight plates for credits as well, because playing the game is simply not enough. Lastly, number 6, echoes. Just leveling a single echo to 25 is expensive. Getting the right main stat takes a while, and there is no way to reliably guarantee the main stat. Getting the right substats is fucking difficult, and it may seem like the game actively punishes you for trying. And you will need to do all of this for 6 characters, that would be 2 teams. Let me explain. An echo needs a total of 143,000 XP, which is a total of 29 golds or 72 purples. For reference, a gold XP potion is 5,000 XP and a purple is 2,000 XP. How much XP do you get a run at union level 40? You get 2 golds and 6 purples, which is 22,000 XP. At union level 50, you get 3 golds and 3 purples. That's 21,000. It's fucking less. You get less. This is bullshit. And let's say you lower your union rank to go back to the 22,000 XP per day. Guess what? You are now missing on the premium tuners. So the game doesn't even reward you for getting to a higher level. It actively punishes you. Enemies are more difficult, tank more damage, and using your weight plates provide you with fewer materials. It's like they didn't even think about it. So you get 84,000 XP per day. It will take you 2 full days to level up an echo to the max level. But first, you gotta see if the substats are any good. You wouldn't level up an echo to max level without checking for its substats, right? Right? Don't do that, please. In my experience, it takes around 5 failed echoes to get a decent one. If you take into account that those 5 failed echoes take about 20 tuners each to a total of 100, with the good echo taking 50 tuners, that's a total of 150 tuners needed per slot, for 5 slots. How long does it take to get 750 tuners? Let's say you will tacit field farm 24/7 non-stop. Screw leveling up your characters, weapons don't matter, all you need is a good baseline for your echoes. You need 10 days. Let's talk echo experience now. Like we said previously, each echo will need 143,000 XP to max level. But we are being smart. We are getting them to level 10 and then checking the first 2 substats. If it's anything useful, we keep going. If it's not, we trash them to other echoes. We are going to assume once you get 2 good substats, we are going to level it up to level 25 and use that as our decent piece. With 5 failed echoes to level 10, which is about 16,500 XP per echo, and using these failed pieces as fodder for the next one, with a 75% conversion, there is a total of 4,125 wasted XP per echo. Times 5 is 20,625 XP wasted in total. So to get that level 25 echo with decent substats, you will need a total of 163,625 XP per echo to level 25. So how long does it take for that? 2 days of tacit field farming all of your wayplates, that's a single echo. 10 days for all echoes. Without taking into consideration, you might not get the correct damage percent for the set you're using, but we're not going to talk about that. All of this is for a single character with decent echoes. I'm not even talking about good echoes. You will need to repeat this for every other DPS and sub DPS you have in your teams. Also, please remember you need to level up your characters, skills, and weapons. If you made it this far, you can probably see that there is a lot to do. I've seen plenty of videos defending the idea that we don't need more XP and that the rewards are good. My point is that games should reward you for spending your time on it, not punish you. The fact that everybody at Union level 50 is getting less echo experience than those on Union level 40 is absurd and a joke. I don't think the echo XP problem is big enough to make people quit outright. It is, however, a part of the game that subtracts enjoyment out of every player. Repeat that every day and we'll see where Wuthering Waves is in a year. I want Wuthering Waves to be the best game it can be. I really do. However, I can't help but feel a bit nihilistic whenever I see big YouTubers making their best soyjak faces claiming the devs listen. Yeah, but how much did they listen? And how much they chose to ignore? Thank you for watching. I want to make clear that this is not me calling out the YouTubers in question, so if you're a fan of them, all I can say is me too. Let me know down below what is your stance with the amount of materials you get every day. Is it enough or is it lackluster? How do you feel with getting less the more time you spend on the game? If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, it helps a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more of me in the future. Until the next one, I sign out.